very first tournament for Samson White.
His very first game.
His very first game. He played Singed, Ghost, Teleport.
And he falls a little bit behind of Amazing. Therefore, their early game strategies have been ridiculously well crafted to see TSM strategies, and going for the 3 buffs is massively effective.
This is a good move. Amazing Ghost shouldn't start the buff. He should just go in there, because look at the bottom side of the map. Wild Turtle is destroying Imp on this Twitch here, so they have the pressure in the bottom lane.
TSM has to secure this buff.
You have to send up the Corki. You have to send him up. But there's no teleport though from Dyrus. There's teleport from Looper.
He used it to go to lane. This is easily counterable. There it is.
Coming in from Looper. This is going to be very big for the team. A nice pop-up there coming in. The bubble goes back to the off. Blast it. More than one on that one. Amazing gets himself caught out. It is first blood to Mata, however. The 1v1 in mid lane. The hop over. The trickster back down as the flash hits. Does Bjergsen have the damage? One last. No! The Grievous Wound is on. And he shoves the Trident right through Bjergsen.
Another amazing advantage. And in this one, they just threw him in there against the Corki lane. But it's because of this. It's so Dandy can get ahead of Amazing and control the rest of the map, because that's what's important here.
Yeah, and also because the Twitch pick for Samson White, they just need him to have a Blade of the Ruined King so he can make picks. Let's see mid lane.
Shove the waters, jumping down on Bjergsen. One last hit from Dandy. He stays. And it's going to be now Amazing. Who takes the aggro? Do they want it? Another minion wave coming in. The teleport's going to happen from Dyrus, but that is going to have to be canceled. He actually takes it all the way. Looper now gets top lane to himself.
Dead wards. Looking at the ward stats from game 1, they purchased the exact same number of green and pink wards as White. However, you can't ward a turret dive like this. This time, though, he jukes and maybe they get popped.
Death Mark's gonna hit. They got a good amount of damage down. The exhaust hits on. There's Amazing over the wall. He's completely out of mana in that engagement, so he's gonna go down. Getting a little too ahead of themselves on this one. Samsung White gaining more ground.
Make the better adjustments. It's actually the team that won this time, and they are not letting up.
The team calling this one, putting the chess pieces in place well before they need to be. A great bubble coming out of Lust Boy, regularly seen there, but is it enough to save the game? Dandy trying to dip and dodge, but he goes down. The kill coming in from Wild Turtle as he gets hit up as well, and now White could be in a bit of a pickle. That's going to be a 3v1 though. Amazing gets one. Lust Boy still with Looper. He throws down the slow. He's going to get the jump out. Actually, he may just give it to somebody on this one. Pawn would be the best one. He'll dive in. No, the poison will lock down Lust Boy. 3 for 2.
Teleport for Dyrus.
Near the strength of Pawn, so he actually can't roam on Zed. Dyrus, when he tries to farm in between turrets, gets collapsed on because White has all the control.
Pulling Bjergsen into this one. He may not want to go all the way. They know Looper's going to be on the backside. Double bust for him as well. The flash going to be forced here. But Dandy can just jump over the wall. Bjergsen can only provide so much help here. They actually have a minion giving full vision of where Bjergsen was. They knew this fight was going to happen. Here comes him to help clean it up. Throwing down the spraying plates. Actually still down. And looks like Amazing gets himself stuck up inside the Baron's den. Not going well for Team Solomid.
And a lot of people will
comes out of the first advantage.
Yeah, well, they've had 5 courses of Amazing so far.
Oh, let's see if they want a piece of Wild Turtle and Lust Boy in this bottom lane.
Could be. Turret's down. That's vision on it. Bjergsen's already late on the roam. Looper's already here. He's set up tent now in the bottom lane. Puts Wild Turtle back in the fight. No shell's going to save him. Amazing again. Trying to go deep as possible to get in. A great jump the waters to kind of just lock down the fight and spread it out for Dandy. He makes it out alive and actually draws attention of 3 TSM members, which means Pawn and Looper run free.
Making it to the semifinals. Anything can happen in these long series. This game's a little bit out of hand. Imp going into the kill.
That itself being intimidating enough. He gets on the opposite side of Wild Turtle, so the Valkyrie's still in range for autos. Bing, bang, boom. Imp comes up with another one. He gets an assist for Dandy and Mata as well.
And it's so important for Imp as well that he can keep picking up these kills on Twitch. He can keep playing it. Looper wants a piece of Lust Boy.
They are not afraid to keep going. They start to close the clamp down.
And TSM needs to have confidence in that. At this point, though, even if they see Twitch, it's not okay.
Oh, a lined up rat-a-tat-tat. The fearless play once again of White if they have a little bit of a lead. Going after Team Solomid right on the doorstep of their own base. 35 seconds on Dragon after this, but they're looking to get some more out of it. And they push them off the inhibitor turret. An inhibitor going down to just over 21 minutes. And this actually looks like they may just back off for this one. Go for the Dragon. No, they're going to stay. No worries on this. Even with Wild Turtle coming out, still 4 members there. Dyrus is out top, pushing the lane. Not really going to knock down that turret too fast as they start losing their base.
Again, They're obviously so...
TSM here, even if it's walking in for a trap. You can't blame them trying to get a bit of a positive play before the end of this game to build a little bit of confidence.
And also just run as a team now. You've been split up for the first part of the game. You've been dying. Tell them what behind from Looper.
All the wards they placed previously, Looper uses as a gateway to get behind Team Solomid, and they start to tear them apart from the inside out on this one. Wild Turtle doing what he can to orb walk this one out. Almost get enough damage, he does. They are able to lock down Pawn on this one, but they've lost 3 at what cost to keep the fight going here? And it's the cost of 4 members so far. The look for Lust Boy, he throws down the wave, but Dandy's brought his surfboard, and he's going to continue on this one. 13-9, it shouldn't take too long. Gets bubbled up for a second, but this one's going to be a long run.
Well,
he has no mana left, so
it's a long chase.
Stay alive.
They're going for the kills, though, that's for sure. Uses his last bit of mana on the jump. Lust Boy's going to make him work for this one.
At least they're saving their objectives here. Turrets aren't going down. It's not like they have the waves to push, but Samsung White should not have this exact role. Got to give up some time.
So far.
Fish out of water.
8.
Heavily in favor of Dandy so far.
Right. TSM caught out once again. This game is not going to last much longer. They do get a kill, though.
Get a pop down on him. That's big damage in the beginning. Mata's forced out of this one as well after using everything on himself. This is a kid for Wild Turtle, but he flashes into the fight. He does get the auto attack down necessary. It's a bit of a shutdown, so gold there, but I don't know if that gold right now is going to help. Dyrus doing what he can between Looper and Pawn. That's going to be a quick kill coming up for Pawn as well. Another 4 down. Lust Boy makes it out this time.
Not a bad fight for TSM. You're down 15,000.
Damn it.
They have 2 pink wards in this brush. Surely, no, they get spotted out by the side ward. If they just would have waited a little bit longer, maybe White would have backed out.
This is almost hard to do because your minions are up. They have to be in the jungle, and they are. That's going to be Dandy going down. No resets coming in from the Kha'Zix. Fizz. Big kill for Pawn onto Bjergsen again. Wild Turtle goes down immediately as well, and Samsung's ability to just pick out what is right and wrong in these fights. Kill all the damage dealers immediately every time.
Mata trying to hurricane the potential jump from Amazing. But Amazing wins out here in the mind games. He's like, I'm not going to do anything, man. I'm just going to run.
Burned Janna all for nothing. But it only cost him his life. At this point, 29 kills to 8, 27 minutes into the game. We'll see if White decides to end here. They do have minions. They're going for the next turn.
Very dominating play. Lichbane as well on Pawn to help knock down these turrets even faster. Just a little bit later for this one. Game 2 as well from the purple side. Going over to Samsung White. TSM spawning on their fountain. Going for broke on this one. Trying to push out White for one the last time here in Game 2. And White is taking the fight because they think they can get the kills. Back in goes Pawn. It falls quite early in this engage here. And it looks like they're able to push back a little bit. That's the Zarya coming in from Pawn. Dyrus's Vengeful Maelstrom really cutting down a lot of the damage and mitigating exactly what was needed in that fight. Looper now to go down. The Nexus saved at half health here. Dandy tries to jump in. Does he have the resets? It's going to be 1 kill coming in. That goes on to Amazing. Pawn a little too close. Takes a laser to the backside from the fountain. And it's such a back and forth, but somehow White comes out on top. Dandy takes the last few swings, and he will drop TSM's Nexus.
True to fashion, White gets a bunch of kills. 33 kills to 11. They had 22 more than TSM there. The game was decided much before then, though, and White looks even better in Game 2 than they did in Game 1.
Increasingly definitive on their moves. The gold lead was 1,000 in the first game. For the first 5, or for 15 to 20, that was about 4,000 to 5,000 that game when we reached that point.
And the scariest thing about all this is we were talking about how White never had to reveal anything into